Put the eighth down and come solve these problems. Man, an eighth?
Ooh, you ain't gonna like me, but I love you. It's all love. But I do every show the same way. You gotta know that. So it ain't no jab or nothing, but just remember what we first talked about when you walked in. Always remember that. All right? Here we go. LaShanon, what they call you, where you from? Let's get to it.
I don't know why you always trying to be petty. And just because I don't care. The fact that you said, well, I do every show like this. And it's still the fact that you do this, and I've seen you do it numerous times, and you be laughing because what's going to touch a person's nerves, and you be trying to get it out of them. So I want you to get it out of your system. Like, yes, you just called me LaShanon, right? I'll let you have that. But you better not do it no more. My legal name is LaShanon. No one calls me LaShanon. My mom calls me LaShanon. I'm either in trouble or she really wants something. But yes, they call me Shay or Shannon. Actually, it's weird because all my friends from younger growing up, they still call me Shan. They call me Shan, Shay, or Shannon.
Shay, Shan, or Shannon?
Mm-hmm.
And I call you LaShanon.
No, you don't.
Like your mama.
No, you don't.
So you damn near could have been your stepdaddy, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
You definitely could not be my stepdaddy.
I'm just saying it's the reason why we call you what we call you.
First of all, my mama called me Shannon or Shay.
Or LaShanon when you need some act
only
right.
No. Not no act right. She calls me that when she wants something most of the time.
Trying to butter you up.
Yes.
I like it.
LaShanon.
I like it.
And she says it like that. Yeah. It ain't no, And you don't call me LaShanon. You know who does? Relly calls me, and that's something I'm used to because I know that's just what he's been calling me since the beginning of time.
Well, Shay, I definitely know Shay. Who call you Shay though? Who call you Shay? Where that come from?
Everyone. So
everyone's?
It actually, everyone's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Saints. When I was a baby, the nickname was Shay Shay. And then I got up in age and I thought I was cool. So I just dropped the Shay. I still get called Shay Shay sometimes.
No, I know you Shay, but I added that pimp to it. I ain't added, but you was Pimp Shay at one time. You ain't throw that one out there. I don't think you're proud of that one.
No, it's not that I'm not proud of it, but only those who know. And because, of course, if someone hear Pimp Shay, wait a minute, what you got going on? They don't know. But yeah, well, definitely Pimp Shay. And it's not even for the reasons that people think. That's why I'm ain't none of your business. If you know, you know.
Now, who's calling you Shan? When you hearing that, what crowd you in for Shan?
A lot of old classmates. Okay. They just kind of broke it down themselves. You know how you give someone a nickname, and just because everyone, the teachers used to call me Shannon, and my classmates, my peers, they just all started calling me Shan. I had a few teachers to call me Shan, and I'm I answered to it. It was just you breaking down my name, still my name. I have family members that call me Shan. And to be honest, I used to always wonder, wait a minute, why do my family call me Shay if my name is Shannon? Shan would make sense, but no, that's just like everyone in the Black community. We all have nicknames. And I was just Shay Shay.
And the ones that stick usually are the ones that other people name you. Like some people create their own names and stuff, which is cool. But the ones that usually stick, somebody gave that shit to you.
Yeah, because people know you. Like, man, I've been calling her, Shay for over 20 years. I've been calling her Shan for over 20 years. I just ran across one of my classmates. We were at George Jenkins getting our kids.
Okay.
That was, yesterday. We at the school getting our kids. It's like crazy. And I asked her, how does this feel, man? Because we both went there. I went to Jenkins my freshman year. And she actually graduated from there. But for us to, go to the Jenkins together, and now our kids go to school there, she was like, girl, she finna graduate. And I was like, she right behind her. Like, her birthday late, so she'll be walking next year. Said she actually finished this year. Yeah.
Congratulations on that.
Yeah.
Parenting. That's the hardest job.
What? Yeah.
That's the hardest job.
Yeah.
So
people don't even know.
Yeah.
Sometimes those unnecessary issues, I call them the necessary unnecessary. So we had, little issues, but everything happened for a reason. She started acting like a whole teenager. Her dad and I was bumping heads. Like, well, it was low key beef, like beef that I didn't even know was there. And instead of us being able to communicate, like when I did try to talk to him, he wasn't trying to talk to me, but he had to learn later on, like, wait a minute, I got played by my jit. Yeah, and I've been peep game, right? But at this point, it's like, man, he's not talking to me. I don't even care. So I did it for all these years. Now he got to see. But I finally talked to him after 2 years. Well, a little over 2 years. We talked February. It was kind of funny. We had a quick little conversation. All right, listen, I just want you to know what's going on. That's it. All right, you have a good one. I hung up, right? And then he called me right back. Hey, man, he ain't no hard feelings or whatever. I'm like, we good on my end.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, I just wanted to say that, we good. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, all right, you have a good one. Click.
But see, like, I think you hit on something, man, you hit on something very important in my opinion. So when we're co-parenting, even if we're not together, if we have a child, they gonna play off of each other. They gonna play off of us. So we gotta at least talk. We gotta at least communicate for the sake of the child. We ain't gotta communicate on us being together or nothing like that. But we definitely gotta communicate in rearing and raising this child.
Because they'll play you. They try to play you. And especially if they know that you're not communicating. So at the time when everything was taking place, she was able to tell him one thing, show me something else. Because it wasn't that she was telling me things, but that just kept building up. And instead of him coming to me, hey, at one point he used to, like when we were on good terms, hey man, that girl did or said such and such. But then we stopped communicating. Now nothing is being, talked about. So I don't know what she's telling you. You over there looking crazy in the face. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, we just let bygones be bygones. But everything happened for a reason.
I think sometimes we forget that we was children. Because I feel like we did that with our parents.
Nah, I think sometimes they forget that we were just there. It ain't even us forgetting. It's the kids. They don't realize, bruh, I was just here. Like, I had to pull one. I say it all the time to her. When they be talking that slang and bruh, this and that. First of all, I'm not your friend. But every once in a while, I'll be petty with them. Bruh, do you realize that I can remember what just happened a couple of years ago? Like, I can't remember what I wore last week. But I can remember things that just happened in high school. I can remember things that happened in elementary.
Yeah.
And she just looked at me crazy. Like, yeah, so try something new.
Yeah, you should tell her the game don't change. The players do.
That's it.
Like, straight up. Been doing this. All right, let's get to it. Let me ask you both. What is your motto in life? Words to live by? Words to die to? You got anything like that?
I got a few. My biggest thing is everything happens for a reason.
What does that mean to you?
Nothing is an accident. Like, even if it's something that you don't understand, it'll all come back full circle. It's not a coincidence that certain things happen or that you met certain people. It all comes back. It literally, like, it'll happen for a reason. I'll have a dream a couple of years down the road. You know, sometimes maybe just be a couple of months, maybe a year or two. But that dream comes back around. I'm like, oh my goodness. I start putting the pieces of the puzzle together. And I often tell people, every action, there's a reaction, whether it's good or bad. For every action, there's going to be a reaction. A lot of people don't believe that, or they act like they forget it. Like, it only matters when it's something good happening to you, or if it's, you know, for someone else. Like, you may say that, but do you truly believe it? If someone else is putting bad karma out there, oh, they gonna get theirs. They gonna get theirs, right? But what about you? Like, you done did some stuff too, but you don't want to hear, oh, I'm gonna get mine. Like, you don't never say, I'm gonna get mine. It's the same concept. You ain't no better than the next person. For every action, there's a reaction. Whether you're sowing good seed or sowing bad seed, it's gonna be a reaction.
I'm thinking about the words. Okay, here we go. My mind goes to the reaction part, right?
Mm-hmm.
Reaction versus a response. And then also how you ended it with, you know, if you sow something, there's going to be a reaction. What if you sow something and nothing happens? Like, meaning like,
It will.
Okay.
It don't have to happen right away.
No.
It definitely will.
Just hear me. Just hear me out. Hear me out. Let's say that I cultivated some soil. I have a seed.
Mm-hmm.
I put it in the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing grows. What then?
So that goes back to what I just said, where whether it's a good or bad,
Mm-hmm.
you can sow good seeds or sow bad seeds.
Okay.
So that could also be physical. If you sow this seed that was already a bad seed, right? Then of course you're not going to get good crops out of it. Or if you sow this seed and you don't nurture that seed the proper way, like, you could be using fertilizer or whatever, but you could be using too much. You could be using something too strong. Like, you have to know how to go about. You can't just think, oh, well, I put in the work. No, like, that wasn't necessary. You have to know what you're doing. Be careful. Like, the type of seeds that you're sowing, even into people's lives, even into your own life. Know what you're sowing. And that's going to be the type of fruits that you get.
Understood.
So it's coming. It may not even be right then. You know, a lot of times people start to get weary. Like, man, I've been doing right. I've been, you know, being nice to people. I done help people, this, that, and the third. And sometimes they get tired of being nice or doing right because they feel like it's in vain. And then out of nowhere, it comes like, dang, this person just, you know, looked out for me. They gave me $100. Like, this person let me skip them. I almost, you know, missed the bus, like, or missed the train. You know, this person, I was digging in my pocket and I was going to be late, but somebody, oh, I got you. Have a blessed day. You know, they paid for me. So I was able to catch the train and make it to work. Like, those little things, they start happening when you least expect it. And you be thinking that, dang, why I'm always the one getting the short end of the stick? Nah, it's coming.
Another part of what you said, when I said, I keyed in on the reaction part, I wrote this down. So reaction versus a response. This is me. This is my theory. You tell me what you think on this. I think that reaction is based more in an emotional space. And I think when we respond, we actually think about it and then we actually do. You know what I'm saying? Reaction, boom. Something happened, I reacted. Compared to something happened and now I responded. Yeah.
You can look at that from different ways, but that's a very good point. No, let me say that. That's if you're going back and forth with a person, I would use respond. But reaction, I mean just life in general. Because if you're mixing bleach and baking soda, you're not going to get a response. You're going to get a reaction, right? You have chemical reactions. You have reactions to life. It's not just a response. Response, I think of response as verbal.
I was going to say that you have the reaction from the chemical combustion, but you wouldn't do it just anywhere. It's more of a response now because you have controlled the environment to make it safe. You put in some thought into what you're actually doing. Not we just willy-nilly going in here and finna mix some bleach and some boom, and boom, now we got this and like, oh shit, what happened? That's a response.
But when you hear, so when you're talking or just in general, when you hear the terms response, isn't it more like for a conversation?
Possibly, but I don't think so. I think it's deeper than that. And you know what? That's why I got a library. I got one of the first dictionaries that they ever made, 1828, American Dictionary of the English Language by Noah Webster. So I think you're right in the sense of it's a few definitions for it, right? I'm gonna read a few. You tell me what you think, because we're talking about response compared to react. All right, so reaction. Response is, the first one says an answer or reply, particularly an oracle answer. Number 2, the answer of the people or congregation to the priests in the litany and other parts of the divine service. Number 3, reply to an objection in a formal dispute. What's that? I know dispute. This is disputation. So it's a reply to an objection in a formal disputation. I'll go with it. Okay, number 4, in the Romish church, a kind of anthem sung after the morning lesson. And 5, in a figure, a repetition of the given subject by another part. So I don't know.
See, so all them sounds like verbal. Like
they are
a verbal answer. That's why I was saying it's more conversation wise. Like it's not a reaction. Well, that's the word. But yeah,
I agree. I agree 100%. Words are important. We use them all the time.
Right. And a lot of times we don't use them in the right content because we don't know.
That's why I look them up.
But that's why I try to be lately. Like my thing is, another thing. So a phrase that I go by, and it's so simple. So simple. Be intentional. Like that's my biggest thing now. Be intentional. Okay. So even with the words that I choose to use, sometimes I have to stop and catch myself because instead of me telling you something, let me try asking you the same question. I can get a different response because if you come off forceful by telling someone something, I feel like now you're taking away my voice because you're not really wanting to hear my side. Like you done told me what it is instead of asking me.
Agreed. When I hear that, that take my mind to just make less statements. Like, so we're asking more questions. We're making less statements. You know what I'm saying? Like instead of telling, like you said, don't tell me, ask, get my input. You know what I'm saying?
Give a person an option. Right. That's another thing.
Don't take the option away.
Yes. And that goes for a lot of different things in life. Give a person the option, whether it's friendship, relationship, business, whatever. Don't just assume something.
I get what you're saying. I get it. Okay. Let me ask you another question then. Has someone ever given you a last chance? And for what?
Not that I know of.
Ultimatum? Let me see what they probably would have called
No,
you.
I mean, I know what you're saying, but I'm just trying to think of a situation. I don't think.
Like, Shay, you better not do this again. Like, you do this again, yeah, it's going to be some consequences. This is your last time. Don't ever do that again.
Like my mama, she always used to be like,
give me a situation. If we got to go back to your mama,
like,
let's go.
Do it again. See what you going to get. Like,
and slow down for a second. Because the people kind of need to know this. Like, I'm really only going to let you go so far with the Von slander. So you got a little bit. You got some rope.
Oh,
you got some rope. Goodness. You got some rope. But we just gonna
since you want to go there,
careful what you say.
I understand.
All right. So go ahead. Tell me the situation about moms and how she gave you a last chance.
Listen,
I'm all ears.
Jesus, this is not really a good one because she always said, y'all better not do such and such again. Like, she used to threaten to knock your head off your body. And I find myself saying the same thing. Like,
but did she follow through with what she said?
My head's still attached.
Metaphorically speaking, but did she go upside your head when she said it?
I mean.
And you like, if she said it and you did it, was there a consequence in a negative way?
There were like punishments. It got to the point like she used to threaten to whip you, but Vaughn wasn't wasting no energy on whipping these big grown kids. She would do petty stuff like go and disconnect the internet. Not the internet, the cable. So she would have cable hooked up in her bedroom. We didn't have cable out there in the house. Like little stuff like that.
When have you ever made the first move?
So oh my goodness, I feel like a little schoolgirl. So I have, and it was me trying to like step outside of my comfort zone.
Okay.
Because normally I'm really like, when it comes to dudes, timid, and I'm real, like, even though I'm like real bubbly, but if I'm dealing with a dude, I'm real reserved. I sit back and let you make the moves. There's been 3 times, but this one particular time, actually, with all 3, they made the move, but once I saw that it was safe, then I was like the aggressive one.
Don't count then.
Well, I mean, but you had already, you gave me the confidence, right? I had the confidence. I knew that, yeah, they kind of feeling me.
All right. So first of all, the question is very vague for a reason. So if you want to go relationship, you can, if that's what you've made a first move in. But man, there's so many things that you can make. That's what just came to my
mind. That's when you said that, I just automatically thought about.
Right. Right. But if you made a first move in that situation, see what I mean?
Okay. First move. Time out.
Come on.
First move. I don't even know if I should go. First move, riding with my boo, and I just felt like being spontaneous.
Okay.
So I made a first move. I made a pass at him. Like, that was pretty cool because that's way outside of my comfort zone.
Like you threw a football?
You're trying to be funny, but yeah. I threw the football. He caught the pass. Touchdown.
While you was driving?
Yep.
That sounds dangerous.
I mean, you only live once.
I just want clarity. Make me understand what you're saying. Cause like you saying you made a pass, like you threw a pass. What does that even mean? Like, this ain't even visual. This is theater of the mind.
No, cause you still trying to be funny. Like, okay, but I wish somebody could see the way you looking like, but what? I didn't do nothing. You actually, you giving me Chris vibe. That was just a whole, I ain't seen my boy in a minute. So he was driving. I decided that he needed some knowledge. So I proceeded to give him some knowledge while we were driving down I-4.
Okay. All right. See, I'm glad you gave more context because now we know that you're on the interstate which is extra dangerous. Was y'all in the slow lane? Middle lane? You don't even know. Head bobber.
It ain't matter.
Drop top.
Look,
Head bobber.
it ain't matter.
Did he receive it well?
He did. I think he was extremely pleased.
Okay. What made you do it though? Like,
Just did it.
Just felt
I
like
wanted to see-
fuck it.
Yeah, I wanted to see his reaction.
Okay. Damn. All right. That's definitely a first move. I ain't mad at that one. All right. We can move to the next. All right. So this is the last one. Made it through. So let's discuss something in your life that you just can't seem to get over or push through, even as time passes. Like, this not that day-to-day stuff. I can't understand why I keep going through this. You have anything like that?
No, not anymore. Because I've become really intentional in my actions. And I pray. Like, I pray a lot now. So maybe before I would probably say, like, why I keep allowing certain things to happen. The closest thing I would say to that is I have my boo. We haven't been able to let each other go. It's been quite some years, but other than that, nah, I don't have none of those issues no more. I pray and let stuff go.
So what was it? If you don't have it anymore, if you care to share, what was
just
it?
the way that I used to deal with life and like how I used to allow people to make me feel. It was always like me being the giver. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm such a cool person. Like, not just saying that, but anyone who knows me, like, I'm a giving person. I'm always trying to, look out for people or whatever. But there's been multiple times that I felt like I got the short end of the stick. And I was like, wait a minute, what's up with this? Like, I even tried to go about things differently with this situation, with this family member or that friend or whatever. And it kept happening. Like, I was trying to see the good in people, but they were showing me, and it wasn't never like the same situation. It was different situations, but pretty much the same outcome. You're giving a lot to a person, but they treat you like crap because it's not what they feel like they wanted. You can give them the world, bend over backwards for them, but at the end of the day, if an argument breaks out, or let's say like they get on their feet or whatever, they'll treat you like you never did anything. Like, you forgot I was the one giving you, rides, giving you gas, feeding you, all sorts of things like that. But now, yeah, I be on some other stuff now. Like,
well, what do you do to not put yourself in them type of situations?
I pray more. Like, I know a lot of times people like, you always talking about you pray, because I do. I've stopped making myself so available to people. And I'm no longer trying to be Captain. Well, I'm not even going to say trying, because I don't try to be, but I no longer allow myself to be Captain Saberhole for people, because you're not willing to do anything on your own. You're so quick to come run to me. Like, you just know the type of person I am. So if I keep making it easy for you, you're never going to do it for yourself. That was one of my biggest things, is just, like I say, allowing people to treat me any type of way, because I'm always trying to help them. Y'all, I've been out of work for 4 years. It don't even seem like it's been that long. I hurt myself 5 years ago. So I did, 6 months light duty, and I've been out of work for 4 years. I don't have people checking for me. Hey, you good? Like, y'all eating good over there? Like, your bills paid? You need some, or you just need to talk? Forget money. I know people got stuff going on, but no one is checking for me, making sure that I'm good. So I had to learn that. And that's one reason that got me back on that journey, like got me praying even harder. And that helped me to get away from those situations. And that's why I say it's no longer a reoccurring situation, because I've learned, pray and let it go.
I like that. I think that's a good, let's put a pin in it on that one. I like that. Yeah. We can come back, if we do, if you want to do it again, we can come back and, I would like to pick up on a few things you talked about. I'm not going to lie.
Okay.
I end every show this way. What do you call me? How do we meet?
It depends on listen, I respect the title. You're Eric now. You are no longer Dub. And to be honest, I don't remember, I think I started calling you Dub just because I wanted you to be comfortable. Cause that was your name. That was
be comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause I've seen it numerous times where people adopt these nicknames, whether it was self-named or someone else named them, but that's what you were going by. So I didn't want to be the one when we're hanging out, with all of our friends and Eric. I don't want no one saying LaShanon. No, that's not what everybody called me.
Right.
So that's the only reason why I called you Dub a few times, but for the most part, you've always been Eric or E.
Okay. I respect you calling me Eric. It's hard to get my friends to call me my name. So that's cool. How do we meet?
I don't even know what year that was, man. Stop trying to tell my business. Your old self.
You have to say no year. You could just say how we met.
School.
Okay. What'd you say?
And then after a couple of years went by, we used to ride the bikes, the GTs and the dynos.
Well, we done been around the world and back.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Yeah. Appreciate you.
Boy.
I got some religion talk today. I rarely get that. I'm gonna read this. Fuck that. Let's end it on this. Tell me what you think. This is a book I've been reading. I haven't got to this chapter yet, but I know they got a chapter on religion.
Okay.
The book is called The United Independent Compensatory Code System Concept, a compensatory counter-racist code. This is the revised, expanded edition by Neely Fuller Jr. So he has a chapter in this book called Religion, and he calls it Area 7. He's come up with 8 areas of people activity. That's what he calls it. So I'm going to read just a little part of it. Like I said, I ain't never read this before, but let's see what happened. All right. So according to compensatory counter-racist logic, religion means the sum total of everything that a person thinks and everything that he or she says, plus everything that he or she does. A religion includes all parts of a person's existence, each minute of each day. Even if those parts are never put into words, they are still a part of a person's religion if that person willfully and deliberately speaks and acts according to those parts. Religion is not separate from existence, nor is it separate from any part of existence. To put an end to unnecessary arguments about religion. See, this is what you know what? I'm glad he put this part in here because this is what I was hoping was not going to happen. And I'm glad we didn't. We talked about it, but we didn't argue about it. And when certain topics come up, we argue. Not me and you, but just people
in general. Yeah.
We argue.
I just spoke on that too.
Yeah.
I ain't arguing with nobody.
No, exactly. We ain't doing that. All right. So here we go. To put an end to unnecessary arguments about what religion does or does not mean, pay greater attention to what people actually do and compare what they actually do with what they themselves have said that their choice of religion requires them to do. According to compensatory counter-racist logic and or the law of compensation, there is reason to believe that in the known universe, a force or power exists that is greater than the mind power of and body power of all of the people of the known universe combined. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. I was trying to see where he was going with this. This force is most often referred to as all power, God, Yahweh, Jesus, the creator, the great spirit, Allah. Okay. And the greater the force is the known universe. Okay. Yeah. See, I'm gonna have to read this. He got questions in here though. When someone asks you if you believe in God, answer by saying, only God knows and only God is qualified to tell. When someone tells you that he or she believes in God, ask him or her, why are you telling me?
The Bible speaks on how you're not supposed to be ashamed of him. Like,
the Bible also talks about me having a personal relationship with Christ. And that's what really matters.
Correct. But you're not supposed to be ashamed of him, and you're supposed to be bold for Christ.
It says when someone tells you that they believe in God, ask him or her, why are you telling me? I don't know if it's about being shame or boasting, but it's more of like, you're telling me this. Mm-hmm. Now I got to know why you're telling me. Mm-hmm. So if you do, are you saying that if I don't tell you, then I'm ashamed?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
I guess it's one of those things where, like, if it comes up, first of all, you should live your life in a manner. And that's like what he was just saying. I get that. Like, don't just listen to what they say. Watch what they do. Like, how you going to say that you're a certain type of way, but then you acting like everybody else? Like, if you supposed to be saved, but you acting just like the world, they ain't adding up.
Right.
So I get that portion, but I also know that the Bible does speak on us not being ashamed, but being bold for Christ. And like, they want us to let God's light shine, like be able to give a testimony to other people. Like, your life should be a testimony. So therefore you should be telling people. You don't have to walk around like, I don't walk around, hey, my brother, let me tell you how good God is. Like, good Lord have mercy. Are you prepared for Jehovah's return? Because if you're not, mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't have to be like that. But you shouldn't be ashamed. But I guess it's different ways to take that too, because he did say, if a person tells you, and it would makes me think like, okay, so you told me that because, like, are you following up with that? You know, I mean, are you following up behind that with something else? The reason why you told me this?
Right.
It's just a lot of different ways to look at it.
He has one in here right now. Now this got me intrigued. You want to try to answer it? Oh no. How you feel?
Okay.
Okay. All right, here we go. What is the name of your religion?
I guess you would say Christianity.
All right. So now there's a part 2. Now that you've answered. All right. So Christianity. Okay. Now, let's try. I mean, if this question makes sense, let's try to answer it. If it don't, we'll get out of it. Okay. All right. What does your religion require you to do in all areas of activity, including economics, education, entertainment, labor, law, politics, religion. Oh, I see what it says. Sex.
I can sum all that up right now.
Go ahead.
Obey the commandments.
What commandments?
The 10 commandments. Lord Jesus, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. You know what I was thinking when I just said that? Mm-hmm. I was going to start singing a song.
Oh yeah. See what I mean? That's where we at
just
right
because
now.
I'm so goofy,
that's where we at.
I was going to say.
Things have changed.
I was going to sing. What? What you mean things change? I'm still that goofy person. God know my heart. Look, I might as well say it because I was thinking the 10 crack commandments.
I'm putting it down.
See? Never get high on your own supply.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Shay.
Welcome. Thank you.
This is beautiful.
Come on, man.
This is beautiful.
What, you thought you was going to get something different?
No, that was a great way to end it, though.
Put the F
That was a
down.
great way to end it. I love it. I love it. Straight up.
Put the F down. 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 Man, put the F down and come solve these problems.
Understand I don't know y'all. Remember, I love everybody. I am not your licensed therapist, and nothing shared on this podcast should be taken as medical, mental health, or legal advice. The discussions we have here are for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. We engage in open, honest conversations, sometimes including the mindful use of cannabis in a therapeutic setting. So kick back, take what resonates, and remember, always consult your own licensed professional for personalized guidance.